Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back now out of the fast lane. We took a little break off, but we are now back on today. And welcome to the show, partnered with Dirt Track Digest TV and DirtTrackDigest.com. On today's show, we got Pro Stock driver Jason Meltz joining us. But before we get into that, I got a couple things I wanted to show you guys. If you guys can see, oh boy. Well, I got a couple new this might be. I'll have to show you guys afterwards. It's a big sticker board, but it's gonna take a little bit of time to really show you guys. Over the break, I got a couple new things, new items. Scott Huber, he gave me a awesome hat. So thanks for that. And then Brett Tonkin gave me a sticker, which I'll show you guys it after. He gave me this hero card, right here. And then I also purchased a Stuart Friesen truck diecast. Pretty cool. It's autographed by him. But that I'll show you guys that afterwards. I'll show you the rest of it afterwards. But like I said on today's show, we got Jason Meltz. He is a pro stock driver out of Malta in the Valley. We have to talk to him a little bit more. A little bit. So this past weekend, I got to go to Fauna Speedway. I got to witness the big pile up. I got to announce for the first time. I did some announcing at no, there's Todd Morey. I got to announce at Fonda. Did the called the Limited Sportsman race. Very cool. Got to call the Limited Sportsman race, and then I also got to go to Glenridge Sunday and called almost every single race that was there with Jay Severson and Dan the Man Haslam. But it was a pretty cool experience for me. I also have a couple other appearances I will be making. If you guys are watching this, you might catch me at a racetrack announcing here and there. But it's actually a pretty cool experience. I enjoy doing this, going on the mic and talking for a little bit. It was a blast. I gave a new driver a nickname. Brendan Gibbons is now the Bomber out of all of it, and it's been pretty cool. For my first time doing it, I've already improved big time throughout my first weekend. And Sunday I'll be at Devil's Bowl for the battle at the Bowl 50 lap race. Should be all right. It all depends on. Hold on, I'm just doing a couple things. It all depends on who. If I might be in the booth. It's tough to say. It's one of those things that you either can be in the booth or you aren't going to be in the booth. So we'll figure it out. But that's besides the point. We're going to get Jason on the show now. Hold on, I just got to do a couple. Just got to start this all up. All right. Got me?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm still learning some of the new tech. Alright. Oh, perfect. Your car's in the background, see?
Yeah.
Alright. We are all set. Alright, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, been crazy times right now, of course, and during the pandemic, a lot of the drivers didn't know if they were even going to get the race this year. It's still going on. Pandemic's still going on, but what were you doing during that break of, not being able to race?
Going crazy pretty much. Now, just catching up on some little things on my cars and fine-tuning everything 3, 4, 5 times. Just making sure everything's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. So, you've now got to experience what it's like to race without any fans there. So, what's that like for you as a driver, racing without fans there?
I mean, it hasn't affected me much because I haven't been in victory lane yet this year, but I feel like the guys who have won definitely, when they get out of the car and front stretch, got to affect some things. But, yeah, when you're in the car strapped in, I really haven't noticed much difference.
Mm-hmm. So what got you started into racing, and at what age?
I started racing 4 cylinders at Lebanon Valley when I was 14, and just kind of going up watching my whole life as a kid, and finally decided to get one. My dad helped me get one, and ever since then, just kind of moved moved up into the street stock class, and then a few years back moved up into the pro stocks.
Mm. So what are some of the race tracks that you've won at as a driver?
I've won at Lebanon Valley. I've won at Albany, Saratoga, not in the pro stock, in the street stock. I've won at Oswego Speedway in the Futures Race Pro Stock in 2016.
Mm.
And up until a few years ago, I really didn't venture outside of Lebanon Valley.
Mm.
But really, once we jumped into the pro stock with the King of Dirt series, we traveled around with that. And last year we went into the Dirt series.
Mm.
Hit a bunch of tracks.
Mm. Is there a favorite track? Because I know you race a couple tracks a week. Is there one that you could pick that is your favorite?
I would say the most familiar track, the track I'm most familiar with, and can kind of go there with, kind of have instant success in Lebanon Valley. Besides for this year, I've been struggling a little there, but I would say my favorite track right now is probably Albany, Saratoga with all the competition. And, normally some good clean racing and a lot of passing side by side. The track get a lot of different track conditions it seems there.
Mm. So when the pandemic first started, everybody was like, was all like going. It was wild times, and throughout all that, iRacing really like sparked up. Did you get to try or watch any of the iRacing?
I watched some of it. I didn't actually get to try it, but it's definitely something that, if I knew a little more about it, I'd probably get into.
Mm.
But especially in the off season, it's something to keep you busy.
Yeah. What goes through your mind when you're potentially gonna like spin out or crash a car? What's going through your mind?
I guess kind of grip the steering wheel tight, hope for the best. Normally you don't want to be in that situation, but unfortunately it happens.
Mm. So, if you could race against any driver, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. I definitely like to race against Thor Friesen. It seems like he's the top of his game right now, and anywhere he goes, he seems to be pretty dominant.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say I've always liked to race against the best, and I would say he's the best right now, so it'd be him.
Mm. Do you happen to have like a nickname or anything like that?
No, I don't have a nickname. No.
Mm. What other hobbies do you enjoy besides racing?
I like hanging out with friends. I got 2 dogs I like to do a lot with. Work around my house. Busy at work most of the time.
Mm.
Really racing is top of the chart for me.
Mm. Now, if you ever got the chance as a driver and got the call up to race NASCAR, would you accept it or would you decline?
Yeah, I'd accept it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably not many people who wouldn't accept a NASCAR ride, but I'm sure it's different than most people think it is. It sounds like a big glory, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it than all the glory.
So take me back to your first race at Lebanon Valley, coming off before the green flag. What was could you remember what was processing through your mind?
Yeah, I remember being in shock how fast you were going. You kind of sometimes watch the cars going around the track and you don't realize the speeds. And I think once you strap in a race car, it's the first time you really realize how fast you're actually going out there.
Mm. So your number is the number 51. Is there an origin or like a story behind the number and why you picked that?
Yeah, the first pure stock I bought was number 57, and I showed up to the track with it. And they told me that 57 was taken, so I had to choose a different number. So I cut the end off the 7 and made it to a 1. And that's number 51, and just kind of stuck ever since.
Mm. So for you as a driver, what are some dream tracks that are on like your bucket list to race if you ever got the chance to?
One of them was Charlotte. I was fortunate enough to get to race there last year. I would say Eldora. That's got to be on the top of the list. It's probably on the top of everybody's list.
Mm. What would you be doing if you were not racing?
Oh boy, that's a tough question. I don't know. I'd probably be bored a lot of the times. I'm sure I'd find something else to get into. I'm big into automotive stuff, so whether it be a classic or something like that, really.
Mm. Now have you gotten to race Super Dirt Week at all?
Yeah, I've raced every year so far. They've had it at this weekend.
What's that experience like for you? Getting to
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I've been fortunate enough to make the race every year, and the first time out there, 2016, actually had the most success. process. I got a top 10. And, but it's definitely a tough track to get the handle on for one, and for two, you're racing against the 30 best cars in the Northeast. So.
I see a photo that I found of you at Super Dirt Week XLV. You and Victory Lane. What was going through your mind when you got the win at Super Dirt Week?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was one of my first times really strapping into a pro stock. Next stone, I'd love to use his backup car, and he set it up for me. We jumped in it, and I kind of just wanted to make the race and get some laps in, and keep it on all four wheels. And we went out there with a fast car and ended up winning the race. So it's pretty awesome.
Who do you like to go to talk to as a driver? So say there's like a thing that you need help with, or you're new to the track or something like that. Who are some of the people you like to go to get advice from?
First person I always go to is Nick Stone. I mean, he's definitely at the top of the level right now. And everything you got a question for him, he knows the answer to. So it's really been a big help to me.
So I started something new on the channel a couple weeks ago, and I did a couple interviews. It was story time with you guys. It can be a funny, it can be a bad, it can be a good story. Anything you got, feel free to tell me.
I'd probably say, actually, I'm looking at my father right now, and he races street stocks. And we were both in a street stock race at Albany, Saratoga a couple years back, and he started on the pole. I started a few spots back, and I was actually in a points battle with Josh Cooper. It was going towards the end of the year, and he went in the first corner, spun out. I hit him head on, and ended both our nights.
Oh.
Kind of a crappy story, but we look back now and kind of laugh about it.
Well, that's all I really have for you. Any questions for me?
No. Been watching your videos, doing a good job on it. Keep up the hard work.
Any sponsors or people you want to give a shout out to? Feel free.
I got Gambling Products, Meltz Overhead Doors, Stone Motorsports. Definitely got to give him a shout out. He's built all my cars and always set them up for me and always led me in the right direction. So everybody that helps out my crew, sponsors.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. And that was Jason Meltz. He runs the number 51 at... I don't know what that is. Okay. He races number 51 at the Valley and Albany, Saratoga. Alright, let's try to get this figured out. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's hope you guys can see this. Well, if you guys cannot see it, I will post maybe I'll post some pictures or something. Here is the number 15. That's Brett Tonkin's sticker right there. If you guys can see it. We got the Dog Pound. We got Ivan Joslin. We got In Memory of Steve Bidwell. We got Ryan Crotchin. We got a whole bunch of stuff on here. Building up that sticker wall. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Well, that's pretty cool thing to have. I figured I'd start a sticker collection. I have a whole bunch of t-shirts too that I've gotten from people. So it's pretty cool. Drivers are very open to send me stuff, which is awesome. But yeah, very cool. That was Jason Meltz, number 51. He races at the Valley, and it was very cool to have him on. So thank you, Jason, if you're watching. Thank you for joining on the show. Like I said, I will be at Devil's Bowl Sunday for the big battle at the Bowl 50 with the small block versus big block shootout. Friesen and Scott Huber, they're both on my background right there on my computer screen. They will be both racing there Sunday, so that'd be pretty cool to watch both of them guys race there. And that's all I have. So thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. And make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Facebook, I'm on there. There's a page on Facebook with me. I'm on Facebook. If there's drivers that ever want an interview, just feel free to hit me. Just feel free to text me and all that stuff, and I'll definitely be open to doing interviews with you. If you guys haven't looked at back at some of the videos I have, make sure you guys go back and look at the interview with Alan Bestwick. It was very awesome. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. Take care.